lessen any of them except for maybe Scientology. Flying squids, spaghetti monster, something. Anyway, welcome to Social Midnight Oil. This episode is about religion. It took a while to make because I understand the importance of religion amongst the populace, and I really do think it's an innate quality that us humans have. So, I wanted to be really careful. I'm going to mainly focus on the Abrahamic religions, and this channel in itself is really a primer to kind of get things moving. But there are a couple of references that I'm using that I would like to point out. Jonathan Haidt's book, The Righteous Mind, gets into the divine and the profane and explains a lot of the sociology and psychology behind how we make moral decisions. It's an important thing when we're discussing religion. Another source that I used was Dr. Oakes' website he has that focuses on Christianity and the integration of Islam, which later on will be very important. And then there is an article called God, the Multiple Covenanter. This comes out of, I forgot which Ivy League school, but it's Dr. Landau. That out of the way, and understanding that this is simply a primer, and if I misspeak, I apologize in advance. Here we go. So, Abraham, who we know from the Old Testament, is part of Judaism, and the Old Testament kind of has a long history that goes all the way back to the Dead Sea Scrolls, which is kind of important because there's references in the Old Testament well before Jesus' time that were referenced before the New Testament. That's something to look into just for the fun of it. Abraham had, he was human, so there were things going on that made things complicated as far as like right of succession and that kind of thing, which is where the divide started from Judaism. And Muhammad, the founder of Islam, according to their scripture, Ishmael was the chosen son. They all originated from Abraham, a dude that was living with, very interesting family dynamic there. That's important because that's a launching spot that everybody could have a conversation with. There are so many colorful stories in any of the scriptures that you can see the essence of humanity in them, and in the trials and tribulations, and the idea of prescribing to your God's doctrine to make your life better. If you take out the God component or just change up some of the storylines, you can find real world examples right now that those lessons could be had and entertaining, and it's a great story. The fact that Abraham is so closely knitted between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, and they all in some part reference one another, that's a great place to start in a peaceful manner to have some conversations and enjoy the stories and our existence as a species. If you really have no care to be into religion at all, I would propose that faith in itself, regardless of if it's in science or humanity or yourself, that's all taking known variables to you, a relative reality, and then building upon that to go into the unknown. So even without realizing it, our brains need to quiet the chaos and consolidate things. That's why some psychologists believe that Christianity was really a tool to organize and control as societies developed and blossomed. At the same time, there are scientists, and that's an ice cream truck. I apologize if that comes across. No, I want an ice cream sandwich. Anyway, so science has the ability to peer into the unknown and make educated guesses and then move forward. It's really literally parked right out in front. I think that dude sells drugs. Really. Like 9 o'clock? Dark? Why? Sorry. So, scientists like to take all the factors and use logic to divide up the unknown versus the known, and they don't shy away from staring into the void. That is kind of a unique ability for people that develop it. Most of us don't have that ability unless we're Batman. So religion helps with that and helps console us during our times of need. Understanding that sense of needing to have something, someone guide you, or at least give you the sense of being guided, is an important trait that we all have at some level. So I would strongly suggest expanding for just the fun of it, like I said, and the knowledge, and then understanding that the woven tapestry of stories are about us by and large. So you don't have to prescribe to everything in it to find something useful. Thank you for your time. I hope this made some sense.